start with Sanjana. Sanjana, how will we explain this first part? मैंने आगे तो सेटिंग विषय कहबा ना, राइट? फर्स्ट विल टॉक अबाउट द सेटिंग कि अच्छा को जगार प्लेस होती तापरे करेन्सी कौन थिला सेठार लोक मानकर ऑक्युपेशन कौन थिला टाइमलाइन कौन थिला कौन कौन जिनस आम मन आसे दरकार कि अच्छा लेटर लिखा होची ता माने व्हाट्सएप तो नथिला, राइट? संजना गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? हाँ तो टिके कह तो टेल मी. We'll start like this. It was set in Mexico. Mexico year around 1950s time, right? Then the currency was pesos, and obviously there were no mobile phones and Android phones, right? So the people used to write letters and send money through letters also, right? What's when you send money through letter, what's that called? That's called a money order.
Money order.
Right, okay. So first of all we'll discuss about the setting we discussed. So let us describe where Lencho was living. Fine. Samriddhi, where was Lencho living? A description of his house, his family.
Sir, Lencho lived in a village in Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico
And
only.
he lived in top of a hill.
Yeah.
Where
Satki. Okay, acha. He lived in top of a hill, and my family. Let us talk about family. He had used to live in a joint family. Small
he had
children.
a wife and small children.
Small children used to play around the house, while the large,
And he
big
was a
ones.
farmer, and he was a farmer, and he had a field.
Which grew which crop?
Which grew corns.
Yeah. Then
Corns.
which grew corn, right? Then his elder children used to work with him in the field, while the younger ones used to play around the house, right? Fine. Let us first start with a question that we need to think about. Okay, so this question is key. There are two kinds of conflicts in the story: between humans and nature, and between human themselves. How are these conflicts illustrated? Okay, so I'm just copying and pasting one question here regarding the chapter. This is one of the important questions. Fine. So let's look in detail. What's this question about? Fine. Is it visible to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the question. So we are required to understand the question first, right? So let us understand there are two kinds of conflict in the story: between humans and nature, and between humans themselves. How are these conflicts illustrated? So the question is asking us ki, tell us ki generally problems in humans, right, are of two types. One is human made, human error. One is God made. So problems like कहाँ संगे झगड़ा हबा का तापरे pollution तापरे some human spread violence. These are human made problems, right? A tsunami, let's say a earthquake, a cyclone, these are all God made problems. Yes or no? So he's saying that there are only two kinds of conflict in the story. So two kinds of conflict in this story, right? In this story, Lencho's story, Letter to God, there are two types of conflicts. Number one is between humans and nature. So what was the conflict between human and nature? Let us first illustrate it, then we'll write the answer. Human and nature. Between human and nature, what was the conflict? The conflict was between Lencho and the hailstone that destroyed the field, right? तो इट्स प्रिटी मच क्लियर फर्स्ट तो क्लियर अछि ना कि अच्छा द कॉन्फ्लिक्ट बिटवीन ह्यूमन्स एंड नेचर इज बेसिकली द हेल स्टोन दैट्स अ नेचुरल phenomenon. Hailstorm is a natural phenomenon is a disaster, natural disaster for Lencho, right? His field got destroyed, his field got destroyed, so we have to write our answer on basis of this one, right? And second, he's saying between humans themselves. Now can we identify a point where there is a conflict between humans themselves? Can we?
Sir, when Lencho called the postman crooks, the
Yeah, fine. So when Lencho called the postman crooks, very good. So they actually helped him. The irony was, even after helping postman and his friends, they, because they sent him 70 pesos, which was less than the asked amount, he called them crooks. So very good. So between humans and humans. So what was the conflict between humans and humans? And the event was when Lencho called them crooks, right? When Lencho called them crooks. So let us write the first answer. So let us say this is a 5 marks question. Fine, understand how do you write an answer that's 5 marks. Okay, first of all, he has clearly stated ki divide the two scenarios. So we have to divide the two scenarios and write the answer. So let us first divide it between, like number one is conflict between human and nature, right? So we'll write something like this: conflict between human and nature, right? Now let us first understand ki how do we start. So because it's a 5 marks question, let's say it's a 5 marks question, then the first part we have to highlight is ki his field got destroyed because of a natural disaster, that is hailstorm, right? But if you write just this, it's not enough, so we have to describe the thing, what happened. So what exactly happened? Lencho was hoping for a good harvest, right? He worked very hard on it, right? And just before the rain he was so much expecting, hailstorm started and it destroyed his crops, right? So this was the conflict, this was the conflict between human and nature. So now can we write this, can we write this in our own words? So what will be the point? We have to describe the event. Lencho was hoping for a good harvest, for a good harvest, right? And for which he worked so hard, he worked all year. Just before the good rain he was expecting for, just before the good rain he was hoping for, he was hoping for, the nature got violent and destroyed everything. The nature turned against, again let's not do that, let's write nature got violent with a hailstorm that destroyed everything, that destroyed everything. See, so let's say कि तमे मैंने एटा लिखता लाइक तमे कौन मिस्टेक्स करता मुझे सेटा को हाईलाइट करी फाइन जोटा को आमको करिबार नहीं इंग्लिश रे तमे करता या कि तमे सेंटेंसेस अलगा सेंटेंस लिखता लेट्स से कौन कही तमे फर्स्ट कहता लेंचो वाज होपिंग फॉर अ गुड हार्वेस्ट फुल स्टॉप तापर तमे लिखता कि ओके ही वर्कड वेरी हार्ड अलोंग विथ हिज फैमिली राइट then તમે ફુણે આઉડે આઈડિયા રખતા કે ઓકે he was hoping for a good rain, then suddenly hailstorm happened, તાપરે hailstorm destroyed his crops and this was devastating for him. So these are all the points. Fine. But while writing an answer, you have to make sure that you are connecting the ideas through a story, right? Through a flow. It should not look like they are different things, different ideas. You have to connect them, right? Let us understand how I have done that. Lencho was hoping for a good harvest for which he worked for all year, right? So we connected the idea of working hard and the good harvest. Then just before the good rain, he was hoping for nature got violent. So it's another sentence. Yeah, he was hoping for a good harvest, but nature got violent with a hailstorm that destroyed everything. Now you see, I have mainly played with two sentences here, but we have all the ideas present. Getting my point, everyone? So you will not be able to do this on the very first day, right? It is obviously difficult, but you have to understand what is happening. So what is happening here? ठीक है, ध्यान दियो. जानवी, अक्षरा, what is happening? ठीक है, ध्यान दियो. आमे सब आइडियाज गुड़ा लिखिले, राइट? कौन कौन आइडिया थिला हमर एठी? फर्स्ट आइडिया थिला लेंचो बहुत काम हार्ड वर्क करथिला आउ से होप करथिला कि तार गोटे भल चाष हो बोलिका, राइट? तो हार्ड वर्क वाज अ आइडिया. He was hoping for a good harvest was an idea. Then he was expecting good rain was an idea. Then nature got violent and destroyed everything was a idea. Then we tried to connect those ideas with a single sense, right? गोटे सेंस रे मैं ताको कनेक्ट करबा को ट्राई कलु. Then we connected them. Getting my point? Fine. So let's do the same thing with the other one, with the other question. Conflict between humans and humans. Let us talk about conflict between humans and humans. Humans and humans. Fine. Let us understand this. कि भाई ये इसमें क्या हुआ था? इसमें क्या हुआ था भाई? इसमें हुआ था कि भाई लेंचो आइडियाज़ रखेंगे पहले, ठीक है, एक एक करके आइडियाज़. लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ समृद्धि. समृद्धि, आइडिया नंबर 1. चलो, आइडिया नंबर 1. What happened?
Sir, Lencho was hoping for a good harvest.
Not the entire thing, no? We'll only be focused about that conflict. When Lencho called the post office officer's crook, right?
Yes.
Okay. So first idea was postmaster, friends and his staff sent money to Lencho, right? But the money was not enough because Lencho was hoping for 100 pesos. He was only sent 70 pesos. So what are the ideas? Number 1, कि Lencho was hoping for 100 pesos. Lencho was hoping for 100 pesos. He was only sent 70. He was only sent 70 pesos. So what is the feeling here? Disappointment. This feeling is disappointment. मैंने disappoint है इतना भाई लेंचो नहीं. Okay. Second thing. Let's talk. Shraddha, can you tell me the second idea here? Who sent him money? Did God did that?
Sir,
Postmaster, his friends and staff.
collect the all pesos and give to Lencho.
The postmaster, his friends and staff. Why did they do that? Why did they do that? एमती काहीं कॉलेज से माने for the act of charity, right? For
Yes, sir, for
the
the
act of charity. Fine, very nice. Now tell me the third idea here. The third idea here was, did Lencho was hoping? Did Lencho know that postmaster and his friends were sending him money? No. Lencho
No,
thought
sir.
it was sent by God, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Lencho thought it was sent by God. Okay, fine. Now tell me, why did he call them crooks? Acha, now here one thing is postmaster and his friends did that for the act of charity, and another reason will be why did you do that? Can anyone tell me what's another reason?
Sir, because the postmaster saw the blind faith in Lencho, and he wanted to
Yeah. Because he wanted to uphold his not blind faith, we'll say immense faith, right? If you say blind faith, na, it becomes a negative statement, right? So we'll say immense faith. He did not wanted immense Lencho's immense faith in God to shatter, right?
Yes, sir.
Lencho's immense faith in God to shatter. Chalo, fine, very nice. Now, the third point was Lencho called them crooks. Lencho called whom crooks? Called post officers crooks. Fine. So now these are all the ideas. So whenever we are writing the answer, we have to first understand, okay, this is an idea, this is another idea. Now I want to connect them. How can I do that? Let us first understand how can we do that. How can we connect these ideas into a single sentence? So let's start from where do we want to start? Anyone can have a different approach. That does not matter. Getting my point? You'll always get a full marks even if your approach is different. Let's say you started with this. Ki Lencho called the conflict, another conflict illustrated in the story between humans was when Lencho called the post officer crooks. So you can start the sentence from here also. Start the writing from here also, right? कि तुम आगे कहीदेल कि भाई क्रुक कहीदेला कहीं कहला तापर तुम ताको हाईलाइट करछो but another way will be you'll start with the event. It was illustrated by कि भाई Lencho was hoping for 100 pesos because he wrote to a letter to God. The postmaster and his friends collected money and sent him, right, 70 pesos for the act of charity, as they did not wanted Lencho's immense faith in God to shatter, right? But Lencho got
Yes, sir.
disappointed because Lencho got disappointed with only 70 pesos and called the post officers a bunch of crooks. So this can be another one way of writing. Getting my point, everyone? So
Yes,
these
sir.
are the major ideas I want from this answer. Getting my point? So what I will be doing is I will be writing the major ideas and statements that you want to include in an answer, like this that I have written here. I will be doing that for all the questions here, and I expect you guys make your own thing. Getting my point? You can start from let's say Lencho called post officers crook, and you can also start from here also, okay, the event you are describing. Getting my point? Whichever is suitable to you, you can start, but I want your original writing, your original ideas. I want to develop your writing. Getting my point, everyone? I don't want you guys to be dependent on memorizing. Fine. uh,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
so it's fine if your answers have mistakes, it's fine if they have grammatical errors. We have 1 year to improve on it. Getting my point? But it will ruin your creativity if you guys just copy and paste. Fine. Chalo.
Yes,
So
sir.
I will be doing this for all the answers, all the questions here, right? Just like this, the ideas only. You have to arrange them and write it and show it to me. Fine. In the next class, let us move on to the next question. Fine. Chalo. So what's the next question here? The next question here is chalo. Let us answer question number 4. Who does Lencho think has taken the rest of the money? So we only discussed about this now, right? So the question is asking us, who does Lencho think has taken the rest of the money? So Lencho was given, the what is the context here? Lencho was given only 70 pesos, right? He was hoping for how much? 100 pesos. He was hoping for 100 pesos. So this is the context. This is what? Context. Now the question is, who does Lencho think has taken the rest of the money? Can you tell me? Just a simple answer, right? Who do you think?
So
The
the
post,
postmaster.
the post officers. He did not knew ki only the postmaster, right? The post officers, the staffs of the post office,
Yes, sir. Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay. The employees, post office employees. He thought the post office employees took the money. Fine. Now let us address the second sentence here. The second sentence is asking us, so what do you think is the irony in the situation, right? Before answering that, let us understand irony, and you can see it is already highlighted here. The irony of a situation is an unexpected aspect of it. An ironic situation is strange or amusing because it is the opposite of what is expected. When something in the story is different from what is you are expecting. Fine. Let us give with an example. Okay. Samriddhi, Janvi,
Yes, sir.
Shraddha, please turn on your videos. Fine. Let us start with this. Shraddha, am I audible to you? Shraddha, let's say I say that.
Sir?
Am I audible to you? Josna Singh. Okay. So I'm saying, let's say Shraddha is a famous personality here. Do you guys know? She is having stage performances and dancing, right? So let's say I approached Shraddha. Fine. I approached Shraddha and I said, "Hey, Shraddha, I'm a big fan of yours," right? So this is a normal thing, right? When you say I'm a big fan, when you say I'm a big fan, then the other person is saying, okay, okay, thank you, right? Let us say what is an ironic situation. Let us describe the same thing. Okay. I approached Shraddha. I said, I'm a big fan. I paused for a second. Then when Shraddha said thank you, I said of Janvi. So I said, I'm a big fan, but I took a pause, right? माने मु कहली कि मु गोटे बहुत बड़ा फैन तो श्रद्धा कहला थैंक यू से कहवा स्टार्ट कला तापर मु गोटे पॉज नेली तापर मु कहली कि जानवीर तो श्रद्धा वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग व्हाट कि आई एम सेइंग कि भाई आई एम अ बिग फैन ऑफ हर बट सडनली आई चेंज दिस एंड आई टुक एन अनएक्सपेक्टेड टर्न एंड आई सेड जानवी गेटिंग माई पॉइंट so whenever these kind of things happens when you are thinking about कि अच्छा this thing is going to happen but that is not happening an unexpected thing is happening which is amusing in a way right or just strange in a way ମାନେ ଟିକେ ଅଲଗା ଅଛି ଟିକେ ମଜା ଲାଗୁଛି ଫନି ବି ହେଇପାରେ ରାଇଟ୍ ଗେଟିଂ ମାଇ ପଏଣ୍ଟ କ'ଣ କହୁଛି ମୁଁ so that's called irony so what is the irony in this part here in this event that happened ना भाई एटी आयरनी कौन है कि भाई एम्प्लॉइज माने तो हेल्प करिया चाहूले एम्प्लॉइज माने तो हेल्प करने को चाहूले क्या हेल्प करने चाहूले आमर लेंचू को
Lancho.
वेरी नाइस बट हेला कौन उल्टा लेंचो तांको तो चोर कहीदेला हडी ना
Yes, sir.
अच्छा एठी मत गोटे कथा कह मु एठी गोटे टर्म कहबी लेट से मु कहली कि कर्मा हैला पोस्ट ऑफिस लोक मान सहित तो मैं कह हाँ सर से तो भल कम करने चेष्टा करते कर्मा केमती होगला ए सर नो संजना गेटिंग माई पॉइंट जानवी श्रद्धा
Yes, sir.
अक्षरा गेटिंग माई पॉइंट
Yes, sir.
तो भाई कर्मा है केमती देख गोटे गोटे किसी जगार ना तुम जिते जन को हेल्प करछ लेट्स से व्हेन यू आर ट्राइंग टू हेल्प समवन ना दी मोटिव इज कि यू शुड नॉट एक्सपेक्ट एनीथिंग इन रिटर्न राइट तुम किसी रिटर्न रे ताटू एक्सपेक्ट करवा कथा नुहे बट मोस्टली हुए कौन जिते तुम जन को किसी भी हेल्प कर ना तुम मनरे मनरे किसी ना कि गोटे एक्सपेक्ट करने को ही लग फॉर एग्जांपल भाभी दियो तुम ने कौन कल ना गोटे गरीब को हेल्प कल राइट लेट्स से कि ही हैज़ नॉट ईटन फॉर 5-4 days एंड देन यू वेंट टू हिम and you said ki please have this biryani I made for you or let's say ki I bought for you fine so you did that if you did that just to feed the person ताले किसी प्रॉब्लम नहीं वेरी वेल एंड गुड बट इफ यू डिड दैट थिंकिंग कि ता मुहर गोटे स्माइल आसो से खुशी हम तुमको थैंक यू कह मो कथा बुझीपार तो लोक मैंने अन्य को हेल्प करती निजक भल फिल करने भी मो कथा बुझीपार एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो ऑब्जर्व दैट व्हेन पोस्टमास्टर वाज लुकिंग बिहाइंड कि भाई लेंचो मुहर खुशी अच्छी ना नहीं स्माइल अच्छी ना नहीं आम एत कष्ट कर पैसा जमा करूँ लेंचो को देलु लेंचो मुहर केमती आसुची स्माइलटा सो ही वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग समथिंग इन रिटर्न व्हाट वाज ही एक्सपेक्टिंग ही वाज ट्राइंग टू मेक हिमसेल्फ हैप्पी बाय डूइंग दिस राइट when you want to feel
Yes,
good
sir.
about yourself you want to feel good about yourself by saying ki, okay I did that today I'm a great person I'm such a kind person you want to feel good about yourself so sometimes you do act of charity to feel good about yourself that's the ironic part here right तो कौन आयरनिक है भाई आयरनिक है भाई कि लेंचो कि मैंने समस्ते काम मैंने समस्ते पैसा इकट्ठा कले बट जब जो होप करवा स्टार्ट कले क्या लेंचो तंकर तारीफ करेगा वाह ही करेगा वैसा कुछ हुआ नहीं है ना उसका उल्टा ही हो गया लेंचो ने बोल दिया चोर हो तुम लोग ठीक so that's the ironic part and if lencho you know why it is so funny and it is so intriguing because lencho really believes कि the money was sent to him by God है ना लेंचो पूरा बिलीव कर ना सियोर श्योर भाई पैसा आसी क्या पाखु भगवान पाखु लेंचो जदि जानी था कि एटा पोस्ट मास्टर कि पोस्ट ऑफिसर माने ताकू सेंड करिसेंती ताहले से कौन फील करता से थैंकफुल फील करता कि अरे भाई तुमे मो पे आनल थैंक यू तुम मैंने मो पे एते कुछ कल एते मेहनत कल निज पैसा देल अधा आउ पोस्ट ऑफिसर्स माने भी फील गुड होता बट अंडरस्टैंड because Lencho's faith in God was so immense so he did not even consider कि भाई आउ की करछि बोलिका से पूरा स्ट्रेट भाबिला की करछि बोलिका ना भगवान ही करछंती राइट आर वी क्लियर विथ ऑल द आइडियाज हियर एवरीवन
Yes.
Yes, sir.
ओके फाइन हाँ हाँ जानवी
No, sir. Have to budget.
ओके ओके चलो फाइन ठीक है सो द आयरनी so what's the irony let us describe all the ideas so first idea of regarding irony the employees collected money for Lencho to keep his faith in God alive and for the act of charity so this is one idea right what's the other idea the other idea here is Lencho's immense faith in God made him suspect the remaining amount must have been stolen by the employees. Fine. So I also illustrated another idea which is not required in this question, but let's say the question would have been something like uh, do you guys think what happened with the post office employees was karma? But let's say what goes around comes around, something like that, in that light. So what will be your answer in that light? The answer will be they were expecting to make themselves, the postmaster especially, he was expecting to make himself feel good about by doing an act of charity. But he wanted to make himself feel good na, so that is why he was looking ki acha bhai kemti bhai lencho feel korchuti bhalo, smile asladi ta muhore, khushi helati se, but that did not happen, right? Getting my point, everyone? Samriddhi, Sanjana, Akshara, Janvi, Shraddha, chalo, fine, very nice. Now let's move on to the next question. Okay, I guess these ideas are clear. Now let us answer another question. Did Lencho try to find out who had sent the money to him, why or why not? Okay, let us try to do this now. Did Lencho try to find out लेंचो कौन ट्राई कला कि बाहर करिया पे कि भाई किए ताको पैसा देइछि प्रकृत रे? नो नो, लेंचो did not suspect the money might have come from someone else. The money might have come from someone else other than God, right? Other than God. Why? Shraddha, why? One by one. Akshara, yeah, tell me. Because of his immense faith in God, right? Because of his immense faith in God. Chalo, fine. So this is a simple question. So not very complicated here, right? Now let us say, why does the postmaster send money to Lencho? Why does he sign the letter God? Now, do you remember when the postmaster sent the letter to God with 70 pesos, what did he sign for? He wrote God, right? He wrote from God. Acha, tell me, Shanjana, what you would have done if you were in the position of postmaster? Hello, Sanjana, am I audible?
Yes.
तमें कौन करता बाबा पोस्टमास्टर जा करथिले? गॉड रो सिग्नेचर करता करना था करना था। अच्छा अच्छा, सेटा कला खुणु कौन है व्हाट तमें कौन भावुच से बिकॉज से लिखिदेला फ्रॉम गॉड दैट चेंज समथिंग? जदि से गॉड लिखि न था ताहले कौन लेंचो सस्पेक्ट करता कि अच्छा हाँ मे बी क्या आउ किए देछि बोलिका? डू यू थिंक दैट might have happened, right? And because से गॉड लिखिदेला तो पूरा क्लियर कर लेंचो को जाना ही पड़ेगा भाई भगवान तो आछि बोलिका एटा, Ready? Yes or no? So, what do you think was the reason? Can you tell me a reason in a positive light and another reason in a negative light? अच्छा पॉजिटिव लाइट रे कहबा फाइन जानवी गोटे पॉजिटिव लाइट रे रीजन दियो तो भाई जो पोस्ट मास्टर गॉड साइन करके छाड़ीला पर एमती पूरा साइन कला देखला 100 पेसोस पठेला और लिखला लास्ट को फ्रॉम गॉड राइट पूरा हाँ नहीं मुझे ସେଇଟା ପଚାରୁନି ମୁଁ ପଚାରୁଛି ଯେ ଗଡ୍ ସାଇନ୍ କାହିଁ କରିଥିଲା फ्रॉम गॉड ସେଇଟା କହିବ ପଜିଟିଭ ଲାଇଟ୍ ରେ हाँ गोटे गोटे करी आग आग जानवी कही दो तापर तू कहबू तो से सेमती कला खुण कौन हम कि श्रद्धा सेमती कला खुण कौन हम अरे खुशी हम जे बाबा माने के मेजर पॉइंट मिस कर हाँ अक्षरा हाँ समृद्धि हाँ हाँ वेरी गुड विश्वासटा न भांगू राइट से से कला चलो वेरी गुड गोटे गुड रीजन माने दिस इज द आंसर गोटे नेगेटिव लाइट कहवा समृद्धि नेगेटिव लाइट को टेल मी संजना नेगेटिव लाइट रे गॉड सिग्नेचर कला खुण आउथरे बाबा टिके टिके वॉइस टिके ब्रेक है तो मुझे जानी पारे नहीं आउथरे कह तो टिके बाबा तो श्रद्धा तो वॉइसटा कटुच रे माँ अच्छा हो समृद्धि तमें कौन कहल नेगेटिव लाइट रे गोटे नेगेटिव भाव ना नेगेटिव थिंक लाइक अ विलेन राइट कौन है भाई नेगेटिव लाइट कहवा आम मुझे पैसा देवी तो आज दिन मु गॉड हो ना नहीं हेलो या अक्षरा हाँ बाबा हाँ माने से हेल्प करथुला बट सही हिसाब से निजो को भी भल फील करने चेष्टा करथुला राइट तो हेल्प करवाटा सेकेंडरी थिला नेगेटिव लाइट रे एमती कहि परिया हमें हेल्प करवाटा ता पई कोन थिला सेकेंडरी थिला कि भाई तार हेल्प हो निजो को खुशी करने पई कि तार आग मोटिव थिला राइट तो यहाँ गोटे नेगेटिव लाइट रे भी आंसर हम राइट संजना क्लियर समस्ते क्लियर राइट so what are the ideas that we can write here so you can first describe you can describe कि okay in the positive light you can write the answer right तो आम दीटा प्रकार आंसर लिखिबो गोटे पॉजिटिव लाइट रे आ गोटे नेगेटिव लाइट रे देखो whenever you are writing an answer na like for your exams so always write in the positive light fine do you know why because the CBSE expects you guys to be politically correct fine CBSE expect you guys to be politically correct but in our class we'll be understanding all the ideas all the perspectives fine but whatever you want to write in the exam that's going to be positive fine even if you write a negative thing and it has sense then you will be awarded with marks because I will be showing you guys a marking scheme that CBSE has already provided right that means for what question what kind of ideas can you present I think I will do that in the next class फॉर द लेंचो ओनली फाइन मतलब लेंचो चैप्टर पाई कि मु कौन करी जहाँ भी पूर्ववर्ष क्वेश्चन आसी कि सीबीएसई को क्वेश्चन पाई कि केमती मार्क दवाई को सेंटेंस रे को आइडिया दबा लिखा कि केते मार्क दूची सेटा आम एनालाइज करबा नेक्स्ट क्लास रे राइट बट क्लास रे डिस्कशन कला बेले यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड ऑल द पर्सपेक्टिव्स ऑल द आइडियाज ऑल द थॉट्स फाइन तो पॉजिटिव लाइट रे आमे कौन कहि परिबो पॉजिटिव लाइट रे कहि परिबो ही डिड नॉट वांट टू शेक लेंचोज इमेंस फेथ इन गॉड दैट इज व्हाई ही मेड अ सिग्नेचर ऑफ फ्रॉम गॉड राइट पॉजिटिव लाइट रे हम लिख परिबा कि ही डिड नॉट want Lencho's okay I mean let us write in a different way manner he wanted Lencho's immense faith in God to not God to stay very good evening or let's say even forth in God to stay he wanted today see Naya Gadraj he wanted Lencho's immense faith in God to stay and that is why he made a signature from God that is why he made a signature from God. A negative light ray, this can be okay Lencho wanted to make himself feel good about himself by making the signature from God. Then the aspect of helping came, right? So this can be a negative light ray. Move clear gala. Everyone clear? Okay, fine. Guys, ye I wrote all the ideas necessary. Fine. From this chapter, I want आमे सबुतक क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करतले ऑलरेडी आमे क्लास रे डिस्कस करतले पूर्व क्वेश्चंस गुडा राइट एबे मु आइडियाज वरिका लिख देली मेजर आइडियाज आई वांट फ्रॉम यू गाइज अच्छा जो पूर्व असाइनमेंट थिला दैट आई हैव रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम अक्षरा एंड समृद्धि आई गेस यू टोल्ड मी कि यू विल डिपॉजिट मी लाइक तुम सबमिट करियो बोली कहला मते राइट या okay okay fine so please submit me after class again I guess Sanjana you also said that you have done the assignment right fine please send me after class okay I will be going through another thing is I guess in the next class okay tomorrow is a holiday right tomorrow is a holiday so Sunday is a holiday okay I will check your copies on Monday fine everyone fine Sanjana fine take a break please do that on Sunday and I will check your copies on Monday so what I want from you guys is all the questions that I have discussed all the questions we have discussed and I want our original ideas fine please do not copy from anywhere because I will know instantly getting my point I have written all the ideas na so please use your creativity let there be mistake okay let there be grammatical mistakes that's all right but I don't want anything copied if I find something is copied you guys have to repeat the assignment getting my point everyone fine and understand ki we live in the age of AI so I can find that you have copied fine chalo that's it for today bye bye everyone I will be sending this note to you okay and the recording that we have done okay chalo happy Holi bye bye happy Holi hmm.